Discover the secrets of life inside Tiangong, China's space marvel. The Tiangong space station has recently completed a major goal. The last space module has successfully docked. Immediately afterwards, there has been a handover of crew, and now for the first time, a crew of 6 members is working on the Tiangong space station for the first time. For the rest of the world, this is nothing new, as the International Space Station has been in operation for quite some time. But for the Chinese, this is quite new. We will talk more about the Tiangong space station in this video, so stay tuned. But before we continue further, I would request you to subscribe to the channel. Thank you! The Tiangong space station is not as big as the International Space Station. It has 3 modules connected to form a T-shaped space station, which orbits the Earth at a height of 400 kilometers. The last module to dock at the Tiangong space station was the Mengtian, which was launched on October 31, 2022. And formally docked 13 hours later. Tianhe was the first module to be launched. It was launched on 29 April 2021 as a part of the China Manned Space Program. The Wentian core module was launched on 24 July 2022. Besides the Mengtian, these space modules now provide for a command module and crew quarters, research lab, as well as airlock. Now, the first thing you may notice is that the Tiangong space station is far more spacious than the ISS. The overall aesthetic of the Tiangong space station is very modern and minimalistic. The outer diameter of the Chinese space station is comparable to the ISS, that is, about 4.2 meters. But then why are the 2 space stations so much different from the inside? The main difference is that the ISS modules have much more connection points, which create bottlenecks. For instance, the Destiny Lab in the ISS is only 8.4 meters, while the Mengtian models are about 18 meters in length. One reason for that is the kind of technology available inside the Tiangong space station. Modern technology is much more portable and smaller as compared to older technology, which can explain why the Chinese space station is more spacious. Case in point, ISS has a lot of wires running across all of its modules, but the Tiangong space station's most components can be connected wirelessly. Most of the wires and connections are hidden behind walls, which gives it an appealing aesthetic. Moreover, the Tiangong space station's spacewalks are managed by robotic arms. The Tianhe model has a 10-meter arm, which can combine together with arms from other modules to act as a single robotic arm. This gives it a close approximation to the Canadarm, which is 17 meters long. The 15 meters robotic arm used in Tiangong space station has been recently used in a spacewalk last November to install a series of intermodal connection devices. The Chinese taikonauts, or space sailors as China likes to call them, prefer to stay strapped in and not just roam around. This is why, in all of their photos, they can be seen standing up straight. The crew members sleep in an upright bed in one of the 6 bunk areas, with a little curtain which makes it their own living quarters. There are 3 quarters in the core module, and then 3 more available in the Tianhe model. Normally, the Tiangong space station will have 3 crew members, but during periods of crew handover, there might be 6 crew members in total. So far, it seems that the Tiangong space station is much more comfortable than the ISS. For starters, they grow their own lettuce and vegetables on board. Moreover, they also have a microwave on board. China has developed its own microwave oven for space in a decade. ISS does not have one because it would consume too much power. Their solution is to use a food warmer, which adds hot water over dried frozen food packets. This takes almost half an hour. But the microwave oven aboard the Tiangong space station can warm up food for the crew in less than 7 minutes. Working in space stations can take a toll on physical and mental health as well. This is why the crew of ISS has to exercise for 2 hours each day to retain muscle and bone density. Rigorous exercise is also necessary to avoid buildup of fluid in the brain. Tiangong space station has a special treadmill and cycling station for cardiovascular exercise, similar to what we have previously seen on ISS. There are some more additions built in the Tianhe module, such as the rowing machine, which has the same resistance-based mechanism as the resistance machines in ISS. The rowing machine enables the crew members to perform equivalent workouts to squats and deadlifts with up to 600 pounds of resistance. The Tiangong space station has 23 experimental racks on board, with 50 more platforms. These platforms are especially useful for the taikonauts to conduct experiments from biology to ecology, to space fluid physics and material science. The China Manned Space Program plans to attach a space-based telescope, which can either be docked to the station or float in the orbit. This telescope will have a 2-meter diameter primary mirror, with a field of vision which is almost 300 times wider than the Hubble Space Telescope, and will employ a 2.5 gigapixel camera. All of these technical specs will allow China to provide images of about 40% of visible space in the next 10 years. China can still attach an additional module with the existing modules. China has already made backup modules in case something goes awry. China is engaging in a lot of international cooperation with other international space agencies to further understanding and space exploration projects. For instance, there already has been a lot of collaboration with the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs and the European Space Agency. However, the US will not actively collaborate with China due to the Wolf Amendment passed in 2011. The Wolf Amendment actively seeks to curtail any collaboration with China in space exploratory programs, but it should be remembered that this sword cuts both ways. What is the future of the Chinese space program? Feel free to comment down below. Please give this video a huge thumbs up. Thanks for watching this video till the end. See you in the next one.